Welcome. Let's talk. Today, I want to know whether you guys are feeling my street videos or not. So, will you prefer a street video or street videos over tourist side videos? Maybe probably I go to a particular waterfall and I do a video there, or you prefer both the streets and tourist attractions. I'm looking at, what people will love and what my audience will love. And so that's why I do this video. But I'd like to thank you guys all for supporting me, for making my channel go this far. Now we are fully YouTube partner. And I must say, every one of you, that is my viewers, have been instrumental in making this possible, and as a matter of fact, making this happen. Right, so what we're going to talk about now is, now I know we've gotten through the main header when it comes to YouTube. Maybe the next thing is for us to get to 2,000 subs, 5,000, and then we get to 10,000 and beyond. But I'm asking whether, if you are a subscriber and you watch my videos, whether you like my street videos or you prefer tourist sites. So let's see what we can basically come out of this. Let me know whether you prefer my street videos where I show you the streets of cities, towns, and so on and so forth. Or you prefer I go to tourist attractions like waterfalls, places of interest, and then I cover. So let me know if you prefer the streets. For me, I enjoy the streets the most, but I've also realized that I've done some videos of the street which also had some kind of an attention. I have a lot of people watching some of these videos as well. So I think for me, both the tourist attraction and the street videos are doing well, but my street videos do much more better than the tourist attractions. That is what I have seen so far, because my highest views came from the street video, right? So I'd like to know whether you prefer street videos or you prefer tourist attractions. So you need to leave a comment in the chat box. We are live, so you can leave a comment in the chat section there, and then let me know whether you prefer the street videos or the tourist attraction videos. So you can just leave a comment there and let me know which one you normally. Doing street vlogs also comes with a lot of issues. For example, you need some kind of confidence to step on the street and vlog as well, and you exert a lot of energy too, because you need to walk along the streets, filming, etc. And sometimes you won't even speak to just the people. People are not really ready to be truly Christian. Thank you for joining, my brother. Okay, thank you. So sometimes you want to interact with people on the streets, and people are camera shy. People think maybe probably they don't want to appear in your video. Your video might go viral, and they might be seen across the world and all that. But I think for me, that's not even an issue, because when we used to be kids, when there was no internet, I remember when you even appear on TV, it's just like if you appear on TV, it's just like you have become a celebrity. So this is quite similar thing where if you appear on a vlogger's video on the streets. I've always tried to interact with people on the streets when I'm vlogging, but it doesn't be that easy. Some people you wouldn't like to speak on camera. However, for the tourist attractions, the effort is not that much. Maybe you go to say a waterfall, and when you get to the waterfall site, you maybe you ask permission or maybe you pay the entrance fee. You go, you just vlog, unlike the streets. But with the streets, there are a lot of issues that are involved, especially with the kind of the style of street I do. I don't go with cameramen most often. I don't go with any team sometimes. So I step solo on the street. Maybe when I meet people on the street who would love to, get to know what I'm doing, I take picture with them, and sometimes some of these pictures for my thumbnails, etc. But truly speaking, with the street, there are a lot of issues that you have to encounter, especially if you have to vlog in an area where the people doesn't know much about vlogging. And, people will be asking you what is happening, what are you doing, and all that. So you have to be explaining to them, right? But then it's cool. And some people also do admire. Another good thing about a street vlog is that people also do admire. People see you, and then they just put up some kind of admiration. I was vlogging one day somewhere in a city, and then a lady walked towards me. It was like, "Gentleman, I just admire what you are doing." So she just admired my street vlog, and she encouraged me to do more. Right. Sometimes you go to the waterfalls or you go to the tourist sites too. Some people also don't mind. I remember one of my videos, I went to a particular holiday, a hotel resort of a kind, and a lot of people wanting to come on camera. So on the streets, some way. So, hello, why is your video sideways? I prefer street views. Oh, I don't really get you. Can you come again? That's Kim Fett. So why is your video sideways? I prefer street views. I don't really get you. Are you talking about the current orientation of the video now? Is it portrait? Let me know. Is it portrait? Oh, I'm sure it's automatically. How do we call it? Vertical live. Yeah. So are you using it from the vertical point of view, or you're talking about my videos on my channel per se? So let's continue. So sometimes you go to some of the tourist attractions, or maybe you go to some of the sites, maybe a resort. People easily also tend to get engaged in your video. They want to talk in your video. It's easy for them. But on the street, I tried several people. People don't want to talk. Some people are like, why you have to be on your video? Maybe when I talk, it will go viral, and people will, criticize me for what I said. Sometimes I have to, as a matter of fact, coax them, persuade them that I'm going to edit. The moment you tell them you're going to edit, some people are ready to, as a matter of fact, go with it. So, Kim Fett, your question is, hello, why is your video sideways? I prefer street views. My video is okay. I think the way I position the camera, okay, I'm getting you now. From the way I position the camera, I hope it's good now. There's no more sideways. Okay, so you prefer street views. Street views are good though, but it requires a lot of, effort, and sometimes you need to change location, cities and towns as well, and it comes with, some cost, travel cost, hotel cost, etc. So even without much ado, if anyone who wants to support my trips so I can do more locations, I don't mind. I'll be glad to take any support from anyone who wants to support my travels, because I want to do more street videos as well, but I actually need some support as well, because we're just building the channel gradually, and we're hoping to get to that level where we could travel across the world, across cities all over, and then we'll give you the very finest of street views. But however, some of the tourist side views, like the luxury, or should I say the vacation locations, and some of the resorts too have also been good. I did some other one in Cove Town. I think it had some attention. I did one on a park, Jackson Park, and that also had. I think that video is my fourth highest video in terms of views, right? My fourth highest or third highest in terms of views. So I think it's also doing very well. But I think the street videos do more. Add a sticker. They're asking me to add a sticker. So the wild food combo you love. I'm starting the Q&A to in addition. So wild food combo you love. What kind of food combo do you love? Food combo, probably I would go in for jollof rice and chicken anyway. So let's keep talking. So, like I said, the street videos are good though, but requires a lot of effort. You see, and also you need to be doing different locations. So, I mean, you need the support of people to also support to push you through. So, if anyone is open to supporting my channel, that would be good. That would be nice. But I think street videos too are easier to also film in a way, in the sense that the moment you step on the street, all you need is to walk, and then scan to see what is happening around you, and then you do your video, right? But I'm also asking, maybe apart from the tourist side views, if I have to add real estate, maybe I show you guys, I mean, buildings that are for sale, places that you can get buildings to buy in almost every city that I have to go and vlog, right? So I don't know whether I should also add that one to it. But basically, the street videos are cool, and to some extent they are easy to film, but to some extent too, it comes with its own it comes with its own main problems as well, where probably you need the confidence. I mean, you need to forget about what people are talking about. Because sometimes some people ask you, "Oh, this guy is why is he walking in with a camera and talking on the street?" Right? But those who know more about vlogging, they understand the fact that a gentleman is vlogging, and then you get those kind of how should I call it? You get those kind of applause when you walk along the street as well. But basically, if you ask me, I would say I love both the street videos and as well as the tourist locations or the sites, such as the waterfalls and the vacation locations and then the resorts. But I did a video about waterfall. It didn't do well. I'm looking at doing another video about waterfall. What do you think about me visiting a waterfall? What do you think about me visiting a waterfall? Guys, let me know. Maybe I'll visit the various waterfalls around and then do videos about those places. I want to add that to it, even though I've done some videos from waterfalls. But I've also done some hiking videos. I did some hiking video. The Mount of Waterbury, I hiked it, and it was a bit not patronized. I think I had about less than 300 views, and it was a bit discouraging. So waterfall would be great. Yeah, it would be great, but I don't know. Most of the waterfall videos that I do basically also have issues. So sometimes you do a video and people don't watch that much. You invest that much into getting the video and people don't watch. You get a bit discouraged. And now let me know whether if you have also checked out or you have checked any of my merchandise. So I'm going to pin some of my products to the live stream. And also I want to ask, if you are watching, have you seen anything like super chats and membership on the screen? I want to know that. Gifts, have you seen gifts and super chats on the screen? Let me know if you have seen it. Then you need to give a gift. If you have seen that on the screen, then definitely you need to give a gift. So let's see how it goes. So maybe I'll need to try another tourist site, maybe a waterfall, and then see how it goes, and then we'll move on from there. I think a viewer is suggesting I do the waterfall video, so probably we're gonna look at that. We're gonna look at that, and then maybe probably visit one of those. So I have pinned some merchandise there. You can check them out if you like any one of them. Just buy one to support my channel. And, let's talk about the waterfall, the tourist site videos. I also went to, I think, a Bree Gardens. I went to a garden. I've done 2 garden videos as well. I did 2 garden videos, and they didn't do very well. I don't know whether people don't like videos from gardens, but with the street, even the shortest street video that I do, I get to realize that people like it. So let me know what is so special about the street videos. What is so special about the street videos? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know what you think of that. Why you love the street videos more than the tourist sites? But I think probably, if you ask me, I think I have to combine both. And then let me know whether you also love talks where maybe probably we need to discuss an issue. Okay, it could be about investment opportunity. I think I have one video about investment opportunity, and then it could be about interviewing people about their life, etc. And what about my own personal lifestyle? Okay, a Blue Garden is beautiful. Have you been there before? Kemfet? If you haven't watched that video after this live stream, you can watch that video. I have it on my channel. Right. So let's look at that. Let's discuss to the point where maybe probably I also have to do about my lifestyle. Will you prefer that of my lifestyle, my daily lifestyle? The street videos, I think, are more organic. Yes, street videos are very organic. Very organic. That one is very, very organic. That's true. It's very organic. A lot of people, love to watch the street videos. Oh, you've never been to Ghana. Oh. So which country are you from? Kimfet, which country are you from? Where are you watching me from? Let me know where you're watching me from. So I think through my street videos, you've gotten to know Ghana. Yes, so that's our own way of also promoting places, cities, countries, etc. I see street videos draw a lot of views. Yes, it draw a lot of views. But like I said, okay, born in Jamaica, you live in Canada. Wow. Okay, so you live in Canada. Oh, that's good. That's good. Maybe one day I'll visit Canada, and definitely I'm gonna meet up with you. I definitely gonna meet up with you one day in Canada. You see, the tourist sites vlogs center on, tourist attractions, and it limits, I think, the viewer to a specific location. You see, but the street takes you more into life in cities as well. Yeah. But I think the production of tourist sites is not that big enough, right? But I also think that most of the tourist sites have been filmed over and over and over and over, so people see them and then they skip. But with the street, every now and then you want to see another country, you want to see another street, even within the same city, within one particular city, you can see different streets. From one creator and then from one city. So I think it really makes sense. Street vlogs dive into city life. Away from maps. So we take you off maps, and then we give you what really happens on the ground. Right. But I think the market vlogs are also good. I see market vlogs too as part of street vlogs as well. Maybe wandering street markets in cities, chatting with vendors, And this one goes beyond just using scripts. You meet vendors and then you chat with them. Just you, your camera, and then somebody will say the bars around you. But sometimes to get locals to, I mean, to share stories, or maybe to even share the ideas, or to even appear in your videos is one thing. But let me ask, Kim Fett, do you think the absence of interaction of the locals on the streets that I vlog, do you think that affects my video quality? Do you think if I had people to speak on my video, my videos, it would be more, appealing? It would be more interesting than just the street walk? Let me know about that. Yes. I've also done videos on street food, tasting different street foods. That's also has been very good. So I know it also captures the pulse of the audience, but I have basically realized that the one that I didn't pick up very well. Maybe I need to try a second and maybe a third one, right? And I've also done what or how much or what $10 or $5 gets you in a particular city. Because not necessarily, it depends on the viewer. Some people enjoy just watching to see the street. So okay, some people just enjoy watching to see the street. That's great. It's like that's great. That's great. So production cost is another thing. But some people also are also of the view that tourist sites vlogs, as a matter of fact, demand big budgets. Sometimes people expect you to maybe have a drone or something, right? But street vlogs, for me, I think can be easy from the point of view of the viewer, but it can be a bit tough from the point of view of the vlogger. People might think, oh, you just grab a camera or a smartphone and then you're going. But you also need to deal with the streets, the sense of, meeting people, filming people on the street, etc. Sometimes at certain places you need to film discreetly. Yeah. But those who wish to live in or visit Ghana, you need more interactive videos to help them understand Ghana and the people. Yeah, I think that is true. That is true. But I'm always trying to get people to speak in my vlogs, but it has always not been that simple because a lot of people that I meet on the street wouldn't like to speak. I tried some, and I realized that sometimes you are bothering people, so I decided not to worry myself so much. But I think with whatever my videos are showing on the street, or whatever vloggers our street views are showing, educates you beyond maps, beyond satellite views, etc. This shows you, map real street, raw, unfiltered street. Views here. But sometimes I feel like I should bring in variety. So I can't be doing streets of one city alone. If not for that, then it doesn't require a lot of financial or any budget or a big wallet. But it tends to happen that you're doing all your videos within a particular city, and there are times you need to move. You need to move to other cities to bring some varieties. Apart from that, there wouldn't have been any need for trips. So you just film where your feet takes you, right? But when it comes to editing, to the street videos, editing is also not that much of a big tax most often. It's not much of a big tax, but you may need to ask permission before you hand to ensure that the vlog goes smoothly. Like set up an appointment here. That is when you want to do the tourist vlogs here. If you want to do the tourist vlogs, tourist sites, the tourist side vlogs also comes with, I know they are set apart. Even within the city, you can't have that much of tourist sites. I think in Accra, Ghana, I have done the Independence Square, I've done the Independence Arc, I've done the Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum, I have done um, Accra Zoo, and many other, places as well. I'm yet to do the Auto Museum, but I need to get more information about that place before I go do that one. So audience demand and search intent is also very important. You see, the success of vlogs is shaped by viewer habit. Yeah, I have done one at the beach. I did one at a beach, as a lab beach. I did one at the beach, and it didn't even get 300 views. It didn't get 300 views. So, like I said, search habits shape vlog success. Yeah, and then viewer interest as well, and then your ability to also convert impressions into views using your thumbnails is also very important. I've done the beaches, but I've done one beach, and it wasn't that. But I'm looking up to doing other beaches as well. You see, people basically would prefer the streets because people want to see places, right? So I think street vlogs plays on people's curiosity. Or people want to see daily life on the streets of Ghana. People want to see daily life on the streets of Tokyo. People want to see daily life on the streets of, say, London, Kingston, Toronto, wherever, and even Africa. And one interesting thing is that with the coming in of or with the invention of the internet, and as a matter of fact, with the heralding of YouTube being the major video platform on the internet, a lot of people have the opportunity to watch videos about Africa. So people are also getting into watching videos about Africa, especially our sisters and brothers who are in the diaspora. I'm talking of our black brothers and sisters out there, right? So I think it has become a major vehicle. YouTube has become a major vehicle for a lot of our brothers and sisters who live in diaspora to be able to, have a look at Africa, right? I've had, comments about people's impression seeing Africa, etc. Hitherto, you wouldn't have seen Africa anywhere if it wasn't for the internet, and for that matter, YouTube, etc. Social media, for that matter, you wouldn't have seen Africa from anywhere. All you will see about Africa would maybe be on those multinational television stations like CNN, like BBC, and CNBCs, and what have you, the DWTVs. But now you have YouTube that is basically, giving you, access to watch videos of Africa. Even zip level, right? To zip level, people are basically, having access to videos and seeing places. So I think, like I said, the viewer intent shapes vlog success. That is one thing I think we all need to know. But somebody suggested that I mix both for wins. And maybe sometimes I should really add talk. I should add talk as well to it, so that I appeal to all circles and all interest, right? So, like I said, people use phrases to look out for videos as well. Some people also get to see these videos through YouTube recommendation, where YouTube recommends videos based on their previous watch history, right? So another issue too is that let's talk about, longevity and the potential of either street vlog or a tourist site content. So, for example, certain street vlogs might be outdated too as well. So, when uh, there are new rules, right? When there are new rules, some vlogs may be outdated, right? And even, who knows, trend shifts might also happen. But still, street vlogs hold up better because sometimes some of the tourist sites too, they don't allow cameras. I went to a particular tourist site. I was allowed to vlog. The next time I went there with another vlogger, we were not asked to vlog, right? So change of rules can also affect both. But I think change of rules will hardly affect street views because every country wants to sell its country. I mean, how the country looks. So if you're going to make regulations to prevent, if you're going to make regulations to prevent people from marketing your country for free, then you'd have to invest money in the CNNs, the BBCs, etc., and run campaigns, marketing communications campaigns on those platforms, which might cost you. Vloggers are doing this work for you for free. So I don't think this should be an issue. Or what do you think, Kimfet? I don't think any country would be looking at making rules to prevent street vlogs. While street vlogs promote cities, countries, villages. I mean, it's promoting every corner. I was watching a particular story about how rural communities bloggers have emerged from this internet connection. Okay, my internet connection is back. Kimfet internet connection. Okay, my internet connection is back. Kimfet, are you off? Please come back. I think my internet connection went off and is back. So you realize that every corner, everywhere is being showcased, and people are becoming knowledgeable about places, beginning to love to travel. Vlog for me as a marketer, vlogging is simply marketing condition, right? Street vlogs in particular that communicates cities, villages, towns, and countries to the world. The beauty of cities, villages, towns, and countries all across the world, right? So, like I was saying, from that tiny village in Asia to big cities like New York, and even to countries that I don't want to mention the name of any country that we think they are a bit laid back, they are all getting their fair share of the promotion and the marketing communication of these towns and these cities, these countries. I mean, it is just amazing. Street vlogs hold up better for countries, right? Some even go beyond just street views. I mean, food, street food, culture. I have one popular viewer who normally watches my video, and sometimes she tells me things that, and I begin to believe. Have you been to my country before? He said, no, I have not been to your country before, but I've not been to your country before, but through vlogs, I've become educated about your country, and I am looking up to visiting your country. I was when she showed up in my country, right? So these are some of the ways we are building, I mean, brands, I mean, through our own effort. I buy my own data, I use my own camera, and etc. And vlogging cameras these days are getting much expensive because they know a lot of people are entering into vlogging, and as a matter of fact, the quality of some of these cameras and the research and development that goes into some of these cameras as well. So we are communicating nations, communicating streets, communicating, I mean, culture, food, everything. There are even people doing bargaining on streets, how to bargain on streets of cities around the world, how to buy. So these are issues that you would normally have not have it on traditional TV. YouTube statistics, according to some school of thought, has revealed that 20% of street videos average 20% of video shelf life. They rack up views over time, right? And these videos keep alive. Let's look at engagement metrics: likes, comments, and watch time. Absolutely, street vlogs stir the whole soup. I mean, street vlogs so far on my channel, the street vlogs that has accumulated the largest number of comments. I mean, there's a lot of comments. I mean, that basically you would just see on my street vlogs as compared to that of my tourist attractions, right? Or tourist site, right? Watch time also hits very high, usually around 60% often, because some people would watch and watch again, especially for those of us who add some kind of commentary to our street vlogs. We add some kind of some value to the video, and we make the video look much more lively than using music. Though we say music is classical conditioning, but sometimes those of us will make commentary, and we do this commentary just to make the videos likable, and of course just to make you understand what is really happening on the street. So we give you that vibe as well. I think for me, videos with sounds is not the best because you don't feel the real street life, the street vibes, the sight and sounds, the sounds of the street. You don't feel the sounds of the street. But when you do the video and you have the voice and then mix up with the street sound, you tend to get into the video more. That is what I think. And watch time usually hits higher. Tourist sites for me has not been that view grabber. Most of my tourist site, the video takes time for it to hit. I mean, those views. I remember one of my street videos. In the first 24 hours, that's already hit 2,000, 3,000 views. And at that time, I was just a small creator. I think that time I had less than 1,000 subscribers, but I was able to hit 3,000 views within 24 hours, right? So it's also another thing. But I think it also comes down to thumbnails. Some people are also of the view that if your thumbnail sparks curiosity, then you are going to get the clicks, right? So Kimfet, let me know if thumbnails creates that curiosity in you for you to click on a video, or it is just the title and the location of the video that makes you curious. So let me know, leave a comment there. Let me know, Kimfet, let me know about that, whether it is the thumbnail as the title or the location of the video, where the location where the street video is taking place, right? Right, so a typical street view sees 5% engagement rate. That is what I have realized. Site ones hover at around 3%. And unfortunately, from my analytics, from what I have checked so far, subscribers usually are the ones that constitute the lesser amount of people that watch the videos that I produce. I always have non-subscribers, sometimes around 60%, 70% on average watching videos. That means that new people should be our target as well. New people should be our target because numbers tell stories as well. If you have more of your subscribers, less of your subscribers watching your video, then you should get to understand that you always need to be attracting new viewers. Is it, okay, thumbnails, okay, Kim Fett says thumbnails definitely determine if a viewer will be interested and strengthen with text. Oh, okay, so that means that you are bothered about thumbnails, right? You are bothered about thumbnails, especially the catchy ones. Okay, so the catchy ones. Okay, so I get you. So now I get to realize that some viewers are driven by thumbnails the most, and I think I have seen it from some other content creators who are doing well. You see their thumbnails, and you realize that their thumbnails speaks a lot for themselves. I mean, they create some kind of curiosity and some kind of interest and the desire for people to watch videos. So you think the video topic itself is not what you really get moved by. So let's say if you see, I mean, video title live on the streets of, say, Kingston, or maybe live on the streets of Accra, Ghana, live on the streets of Lagos, Nigeria. So it's not just the title, but it's the thumbnail that moves you, right? And then the text. Okay, so that's good. So now we're going to talk about money matters, because when you monetize as a vlogger, you get paid, but the money doesn't just come initially that you just monetize. It takes time for the revenue to build, right? So now let's look at. Okay, so we are enticed first by the visual. So I think the 2 second or the 10 second, is it the 10 second or 20 second rule? The first 20 seconds will actually also make you either stay to watch more, or will let you bow out of the video and then you find your way to somewhere else. Okay. Okay, so like now we're talking about monetization. Money matters. I mean, our videos or YouTube videos or vloggers videos and income from different sources. Initially, if you hit the first threshold, you are made to have your merchandise. So if you look at my videos now, I have some shirts and some hats and some mobile phone case, etc. cases over there as one form of as also getting some revenue. But when you don't have that huge audience, sometimes you don't get I mean sales. So far only one person has bought my merch. I think she bought a shirt, a t-shirt. But I have other things, bags, t-shirts, etc. over there. So that's one side of the revenue. And then there's another side where we have the membership, and we have the now we have the super chat and gift. Kim Fett, let me know whether you are seeing anything like gifts on the screen. Anything like gifts on the screen, let me know, because I am vlogging, I can't see it on the screen. Let me know. So we have membership, we have super thanks, the chats, etc., which recognize the vlogger as a result of the fact that viewers contribute something small to, as a matter of fact, appreciate what the vlogger is doing, right? So that's another form of revenue, another stream of revenue. And then you come down to the mainstream, which is the arts. Okay, I don't see anything, but you see the merchandise. Do you see my merchandise, the shirts, my store? You can see my store on the on the screen, right? I have t-shirts, I have hoodies, etc. There. So maybe you need to get yourself one. It doesn't cost that much. You need to get one of my merch or merchandise in my store. So try and get one, of course. And then, seriously speaking, I must also say that the adverts that advertisers also place on our videos also give revenue, but that is also tied to views. The more views that you get, the more you earn, and as well as the length of the video, the location of the audience from certain countries, gives you a lot of money, especially those from North America, Canada, USA, UK, and some parts of Europe will give you more revenue, right? So this is just a gist of about how revenue is made. And the good thing is that for every view that you get, you count towards some amount of money. So it will start from cents, then it will come to real dollars. So gradually, it builds up, right? So that's how we do it. But tourist side vlogs can also come with some other, because there's another stream of revenue too. But all this that I'm saying, you don't just really easily get it one day or 2 days. It takes time for you to build yourself, right? You don't easily just get it. And some of them, they are even requirements for the advertising. You would need 1,000 subscribers and you need 4,000 watch hours. That is the most difficult part of vlogging on YouTube. The 4,000 watch hours. It's like cracking palm nuts with palm nut with your teeth. I mean, it's crazy difficult, right? It is difficult. Yeah, so try and choose one of my merchandise and buy one, right? Buy one. It doesn't cost that much. Buy one to support my channel, right? Buy one to support my channel. So like I was saying, you can also get sponsorship deals where you promote other businesses in your video, and as a matter of fact, you earn something for promoting those. But it doesn't come easy. For example, when your channel just got became a full partner or just got monetized, it will take time for you to build those revenue. So you can also have the affiliate where you can, as a matter of fact, but even with the affiliate this thing, you don't need to meet those requirements as long as you have some reasonable number of subscribers and views. So those ones you can promote those, businesses on your videos, right? And then probably you get some commission. So sometimes you leave a link in your description so that when people click on it and they make a purchase, you get some commission. Commission can range between 4 to 7% or even more. It depends on the brand that you are dealing with, right? So tourist site blogs sometimes also get affiliates, right? Because sometimes you could also get travel and tour companies wanting you to also do some kind of an affiliation with them. There are a lot of products. If you do tech reviews, you can get tech companies, brands coming into partnership with you. For example, you can even have hotels, Airbnb facilities as well, also coming into, collab with you. So hotels, tour operating companies. So what you do is your video is supposed to convert the fans into buyers, right? Right. So you also make some kind of revenue. But like I said, it's gradual. It's gradual. Some creators have earned around $10,000. Some earn $10,000 monthly from some of these affiliate programs. Some also earn very less. It depends on your channel, the audience, and then the views. So it depends. It depends very much. Street vlogs also get, especially if you travel around. Those whose channel has become bigger and they have the revenue to travel around. You will have travel companies and many other businesses. I've been, there are even travel backpack brands that are even sponsoring people traveling around. But with all this, it doesn't come easy like that. It takes a lot of patience and time, right? It takes a lot of patience and time to be able to, begin to get those kind of high revenues. So if, let's say, I know vloggers who have traveled to about 70 countries, about 100 countries. Some have even been to every single country on earth, right? So the more you get that kind of, should I use the word, opportunity, you also get companies sponsoring you. So it will draw unique sponsors, right? So you're going to get from travel companies to tech firms to, even snack, everything, hotels, Airbnbs. And the good thing is that because you have built that kind of trust with your fans, fans tend to rely on you to, as a matter of fact, also patronize those brands as well. In fact, vloggers have some kind of an influence, right? Because the viewers tend to respect and, as a matter of fact, comments what we do to keep them informed, entertained, and educated as well. So trust matters here. When the audience trusts you, definitely when you put this, affiliates in your on your content, they will surely be attracted to it. So it's one of the best ways for businesses to also market their business. And I've got to realize that sometimes you don't even need to be that big. You don't need to have that big audience. On one of my channels where I do tutorials for sales and marketing, which has only 312 subscribers, I do get the affiliate links. But the one I got the other time, when I went to check on their reviews on review sites, I got to realize that they really, as a matter of fact, have very bad reviews. So I decided not to take that affiliate partnership, because sometimes you can't tie your brand to a brand that probably has a lot of negative reviews, right? So I have to go now, but I will continue to watch and will support it. This was my first interactive live. I enjoyed it. Okay, so try buy one of the shirts and let me know, right? Try buy one of the shirts and then just leave a comment. I'm going to post a post on my channel so that I'll ask anyone who have bought any of my merchandise to just let me know that he has bought one. So I'm going to put a post on my channel latest by tomorrow morning. There's going to be a post there. All right, so thank you very much, Kemfet. You said you're a Jamaican, so I try to speak a bit of patois. So big up yourself, man. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Yeah, man. Big up yourself. So let's continue. So, like I was saying, it takes patience. Yeah, big up, Kimfred. Big up. Yeah. So it takes patience. Enough respect to enough respect. Enough respect, my brother. Enough respect, my brother. Yeah. So it takes a lot of patience and time, and sometimes chances and opportunities to as a matter of fact to get some of these opportunities. It doesn't come at once, like it's gradual. Some people, it take them 2 months, 3 months to get their first pay, because the revenue comes slow, right? But I have taken it upon myself to ensure that I get my first income after 1 month, because during the first month, that time you need to wait for your PIN. I'll be doing a video on my Access PIN, how I managed to get my PIN and all that, right? So it is gradual. The income comes gradual. I say, unlike affiliates, there are also partnership with apps. Sometimes I'm told for even street navigation, right? So let's look at ad revenue comparing street vlogs with tourist site vlogs. So we have CPM and then we have RPM. The CPM, that is the cost per impression, that is how much advertisers are paying when it comes to the adverts. Then we have the RPM, revenue per impression or per mil, which is probably how much you make per 1,000 views. But you from practically, it's not about just 1,000 per view, because I had a video that actually got about 290 views, and I got almost $1 from that video, right? So the CPM also varies according to niche, but with street and tourist site, I think they are the same travel. They're in the same travel category, right? They are within the same travel category, right? Location, like I said, also plays an important role in both the CPM and the RPM, because some advertisers in certain countries pay more, right, than some other advertisers. Because if you are into digital marketing, you have to realize that sometimes advertisers bid for the advertising slots, right? So broader pay means more. Okay, now so let's talk about street contents. Sometimes, according to some of the people I know who do street contents, can top to about $12. I have one of my videos making roughly close to making about $10 to $12, of course. Yes, made about $12 to $10. That one, I think I got about 2,000 views or so. Right, I got about 2,000 views and I had around that amount. So it builds gradually. But I also want to know if it is best for you when we release videos every day, or we should be at intervals, because some creators are of the view that if you release videos every day, the more you release videos, the more you make more revenue. So now let's continue with our discussion. The creator psychology burnout. You see, there is one issue in the tourist sites, vlogs. Because sometimes the tourist site, you have people crowded, right? Sometimes people even playing sound. So sometimes you need to put your microphone off and even do a voice over. Sometimes you need to wait for clear view. So maybe sometimes you need to position yourself. I think I did one in a castle, and I have to always be walking fast to be ahead of the other tourists that were basically also at the site, right? So you need a clear view most of the times, right? And sometimes you need to do a lot of edits, because some people will be crossing your camera, some people will be blocking your view. You need to move, right? So that's another thing. So there's a bit of burnout, but yet it has space. But you see, street, you can pause your camera at a certain point, right? But with the side, if maybe you are the tourist guide is taking you, or guard is taking you to certain places, and there is something disruptive, you can't put off your camera because you might miss a particular shot of you, right? So it's another thing. But with the streets, you can pause, etc., and then do your own thing. So you go. But one thing is also filming strangers on the street. Though it brings some chills and also brings some worries, but it's all good. I've had people confront me if what are you doing, why are you filming me, and all that. I have to explain, right? So if you want to speak to people, if you want to focus on people, to probably you need to ask permission when possible. Maybe I want to speak to you. Are you ready to speak to me on camera? But it's all good. It's also very interesting. And with the type of street we do, I walk on streets from one end to the other, and not just go and stand on a particular side of a street and be talking to people and just speak to people with some team. Though sometimes I do meet other creators, but even that one I don't bring them in my video. I only take pictures for them. I use them sometimes for my thumbnails, right? But we do street, we hit the street, then we film, right? So sometimes you always need to use your discretion, to film, etc. But it feels good. People even sometimes also, with you, people do, see you, and then they're like, they appreciate what you are doing, and you know that it's nice. The street videos are nice. Street videos are nice. But I think overall, blending content will also do the magic. That's what I believe in, because you can't be doing, if it's street, you're always doing street, 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 street. I think blending. So now I'm going to be blending more. At times too, I'm going to do talk. I'm going to have someone that we're going to do, talk. We're going to discuss issues as well. We're going to do taste street food. I've done videos of street foods. We're going to go to storage sites. We're going to even do real estate as well. We're going to be adding other things to it. So we're going to do the site tours. Then we're going to hit the street as well. And then we're going to be doing a mixture. Because I think that also grabs the heart of SEO, right? Search. So people searching different things, getting into your video, getting to discover your video as well. Yeah, so we're going to blend. So I also believe that blending niches, blending content types and styles also cuts on burnout, because sometimes the street you can walk. I walk. Mine is not sitting in car. Though there are days I film from. I do drive in farms. But I do walk, and it comes to some kind of a burnout. I remember working with a group of tourists across 3 towns. We had three different tourists, and at least I think some 2 of them were vloggers. So we have to walk through about 4 towns, but it was interesting. But when we get tired, we get to a place where we can get some cold drink. Then we take the cold drink, and then from there we move on. We walk through 3 towns, no, 4 towns even. It's a bit important, because we did first 2 towns, we break, and then we continue. So it is much more to do with blending, so that you cut down on burnout. I think that is very good, so that you can have that variety. Because believe you me, like I said earlier on, subscribers that watch your videos per my analytics, and from this is not the only channel that I have, from other channels, subscribers constitute just a smaller portion of the people that watch your posted content. I've always had new viewers, non-subscribers, becoming a greater portion of my audience that watch my videos, right? So it is very important. So we're going to blend to prevent cuts. Sometimes when you blend, sometimes you do get very, very, very low views. Sometimes you can get very low views, and then you are a bit confused. So why that this video I had about 500, 1,000, 2,000, 10,000 views, and this one I'm getting a low view? Because maybe probably you blended but I'm gonna blend so I can do more videos. I think my channel needs more videos for the audience out there. So now, how do I maximize views? If you have any idea out there that you think you can share with me as to maximizing views, to be very mindful, because the views that brings the revenue. So as we said, I spoke with one of my 1-star viewers and commenters, right? And he said thumbnails is very important, followed by title construction. So thumbnails is very vital in clicks, right? So for example, I think if you did a video about a tourist site, the landmark should be bold, right? Then followed by the text. So add text like inside secrets for pop, right? While the street thrives on more of also getting a section of the street, so you can capture a very interesting section of the street. So that's what I think I normally do. But I hope that if you are watching, you can also share your views through the chat section, whether my thumbnails are okay and whether how I blend my thumbnails and my text is okay. God being so good, YouTube have introduced the A and B test, where you can test 2 different thumbnails within the same video, right? Title construction, I think it also needs to drive curiosity. Titles also hook, right? But as my brother said, my number 1 fan said, even though title hook, the 20-second or the 10-second rule is also very important. If a title hooks and the person click and quickly bounce, I mean, you've got a view, but not an engaged view, right? So title, etc. is also very important. So some people have suggested I should use questions, reactions, etc. Some say I should keep under 60 characters. But I think I always study the competitors and study competition. It's very important to me. So now let's talk about shorts videos. How many of you like short videos of streets and then that of tourist sites? I think shorts videos get a lot of views as well. So basically, let me know if you love shorts videos as well, and then also more of the live. But the interesting thing I've seen about live videos so far is that the revenue, it depends more on, I think, the ad that is shown around, the click-through rate of the ads, right? But shorts pulls a lot of views. But the only issue is that the revenue we get from shorts views comes in bit. So when you get more views, you're also going to make a lot of money. I know some content creators who do street views, who do side view videos, and do only shorts, and they are making a lot of money and a lot of views from that. So guys, what a match I do. Thank you very much for showing up on this my live video. If you have not bought one of my merchandise yet, it's time to get yourself one. Get yourself one of my merchandise now and support the channel. So before I leave, I'm going to say, what I want to say is that street vlogs, tourist side vlogs, lifestyle, and a blend will be coming your way on this channel, so that there's going to be variety, so that it also cuts down on burnout, right? So we're going to be blending content on this particular platform. Right. So thank you very much. See you later.